reading the scars like they're pages in a book, learning how to give the past a different kind of look. The winter was a teacher that I didn't want to hire, refining all the essence in the center of the fire. The fuel is internal, the structural kind of dust, building up the logic and the structural kind of trust. I was looking for the exit till I found the inner door, realizing that the struggle was exactly what was for. It's a sacred lesson and a quiet kind of growth. I'm standing in the center and I'm honoring them both. The pain is the teacher, but the silence is the home, building up the spirit underneath the hollow dome. I audited the failure and I found the hidden gem, learning how the branches always start inside the stem. There's a glory in the process, a power in the weight, watching how the gravity begins to calibrate. The focus is personal, a high vibrational state, moving past the ego in the evolutionary gate. I'm planting all the wisdom in the center of the dawn, waiting for the silence just to trigger off the spark. Everything is necessary, everything is right, turning all the shadows into columns of the light. No more being scattered by the lessons of the day. Inside the quiet growth, I am finding my own way. It's a sacred lesson and a quiet kind of growth. I'm standing in the growth. I'm standing in the center and I'm honoring them both. The pain is the teacher, silence is the home, building up the spirit underneath the hollow dome. It's a sacred lesson and a quiet kind of growth. I'm standing in the center and I'm honoring them both. The pain is the teacher, but the silence is the home, building up the spirit underneath the hollow dome. Everything is a calculation. The way the light hits the brick, the way the truth hits the ego. Do the math. Adding up the friction between the curve and the shoe, subdividing silence just to see what's true. I got the geometry of the block etched in my palm, finding the equation for a 40-year-old calm. The streetlights are counting down the debts I don't owe, manifesting answers that the algorithms don't know. Indigo mathematics, counting stars in the grid, the science of the spirit and the weight of it, dividing the doubt by the power of the word. The loudest frequency is the one that's never heard. The architecture of a lie is a shaky design. Trying to find the axis where the galaxies align. It's more than just a number, it's the vibration of the wire. The cool-headed logic in the middle of the fire. Check this, huh? 1 + 1 is always us. There's a fever in the attic and a static in the brain, trying to find the logic in the middle of the rain. The what if is a ghost that's always knocking at the door, asking for a version that I don't be anymore. The fuel is internal, a spinning of the wheel, confusing all the shadows with the things that I real. I was auditing the noise till the noise was the king, waiting for the silence to finally start to sing. It's a restless thought and a peace found within, finding where the spirit and the clarity begin. The lesson is the noise, but the growth is the still, governed by the patience and the power of the will. I audited the worry and I found it was a lie, watching how the clouds start to move across the sky. There's a power in the anchor, a glory in the deep, honoring the promises that I'm supposed to keep. The focus is personal, a structural kind of calm, applying all the silence like a high vibrational bomb. I'm turning off the engines in the middle of the flight, watching every restless thought fade into the night. Everything is settling, the volume's going down, understanding how the silence wears the crown. No more being captured by the static in the head. Inside the peace within, the old virgins are dead. Restless thought in the peace found within, finding where the spirit and the clarity begin. The lesson is the noise, but the growth is the still, governed by the patience and the power of the will. Peace found within, finding where the spirit and the clarity begin. The lesson is the noise, but the growth is the still, governed by the patience and the power of the will. The shell horn is a structural kind of call to the logic of the ancient deep, waking up the secrets that the horizontal world tried to let the spirits keep. You can hear the ocean breathing in the center of a spiral made of bone, reclaiming every frequency that the actual person has always known. It's a rhythmic kind of energy that travels through the salt and the heavy sand, mapping out the architecture of a very private and a sovereign land. We don't need a witness when the integrity is moving with the rising tide, honoring the territory where the honest version of the spirit likes to hide. It's the shell horn and a piece of ocean breath, healing every version of a binary kind of death. The ritual is breathing, the aura is a steady blue, observing how the ancient and the urban spirits renew. Ocean breath is a blueprint for the way the actual and the structural spirits move, finding all the clarity inside the ancient and the evolutionary groove. The tide doesn't ask for permission to wash away the traces of a petty game, protecting the identity in a high-dimensional kind of name. Integrity is written in the sequence of the holy and the structural water, feeding every son and every evolutionary daughter. The focus is internal and the signal is becoming sharp and clear, guiding every movement through the middle of a heavy and a urban year. It's the shell horn and a piece of ocean breath, healing every version of a binary kind of death. The ritual is breathing, the aura is a steady blue, observing how the ancient and the urban spirits renew. The shell is a teacher, the breath is a school, teaching a logic that doesn't belong to the fool. From the shell horn to the ocean of the soul, understanding how the breathing makes the spirit whole. It's the shell horn and a piece of ocean breath, healing every version of a binary kind of death. The ritual is breathing, the aura is a steady blue, observing how the ancient and the urban spirits renew. The shell was the vessel, but the breath was the truth. Does the earth still recognize the metal in your blood? I'm pulling up the anchors from the bottom of the mud. There's a copper wire running from the spirit to the ground, looking for a frequency that's never been found. I audited the friction and I felt the heat rise, stripping back the layers of the evolutionary disguise. The fuel is internal, a structural kind of spark, tracing out the wiring in the center of the dark. The wire is humming, the tension is real, learning how to value every single thing I feel. Can you feel the gravity pulling at the bone, claiming every territory that the spirit should have known? It's a copper pulling a connection of the soul, letting the magnetic current take control. The ritual is electric, the aura is a spark, finding the alignment in the middle of the dark. I'm I'm dismantling the insulation, letting in the heat, feeling every vibration from the crown to the feet. The focus isn't external, it's the power in the core, opening the windows in the long forgotten door. I saw the inner ritual in the way the metal glows, following the logic that the silent spirit knows. It's not about the distance, it's about the way you bind, even all the heavy-handed static far behind. The wire is humming, the tension is real, learning how to value every single thing I feel. Can you feel the gravity pulling at the bone, claiming every territory that the spirit should have known? It's a copper pulling a connection of the soul, letting the magnetic current take control. The ritual is electric, the aura is a spark, finding the alignment in the middle of the dark. The circuit is complete, the static has to fade, honoring the promises that the inner spirit made. From the copper pull to the connection in the chest, finally understanding how the spirit finds its rest. It's a copper pull and the connection of the soul. It's a copper pull, letting the magnetic current take control. The ritual is electric, the aura is a spark, finding the alignment in the middle of the dark. Once the circuit is closed, you'll realize the pull was the only way the connection could be exposed. Who told you that the threads of your life weren't being held by a steady hand? I'm watching how the pattern starts to settle on the sand. There's a golden thread running through the center of the day, pulling all the scattered parts that tried to run away. I audited the tapestry and I saw the divine design, tracing out the symmetry of a horizontal line. The fuel is internal, a structural kind of loom, weaving all the silence in the center of the room. The needle is moving, the tension is right, turning every shadow into a column of light. Can you feel the fabric tightening on the soul, understanding how the fragments make the spirit whole? It's a golden weaving, a divine kind of cloth, drawn to the logic like a flame to a moth. The ritual is structural, the aura is a shine, claiming every territory that is finally mine. I'm wearing the history like a high vibrational skin, watching where the endings and the origins begin. The focus isn't external, it's a power in the weave, learning how to value every breath that I receive. I saw the inner ritual in the folding of the light, standing in the center of a newly sharpened sight. It's not about the clothing, it's about the way you're spun, realizing that the many are actually the one moving. The tension is right, turning every shadow into a column of light. Can't you feel the fabric tightening on the soul, understanding how the fragments make the spirit whole? It's a golden weaving, a divine kind of cloth, drawn to the logic like a flame to a moth. The ritual is structural, the aura is a shine, claiming every territory that is finally mine. Yeah, the loom is silent, the work is complete, feeling the vibration from the crown to the feet, from the golden weave to the fabric of the heart. understanding how the whole is hidden in the part. It's a golden weave and a divine kind of cloth, drawn to the logic like a flame to a moth. The ritual is structural, the aura is a shine, claiming every territory that is finally mine. Once the weave is golden, you realize the fabric was the only thing that was beholden. Yeah. How long can you hide from a face that doesn't need a mirror to see you? I'm walking through the basement just to find a version that is true. The shadows are long and they're whispering my name, playing every second of a long-standing game. I deciphered the reflection and I felt the logic shift, learning how to value every single kind of drift. The fuel is internal, a structural kind of glass, watching all the heavy-handed illusions pass. The glass is breaking, the view is getting clear, dismantling the architecture of a manufactured fear. Can you feel the vibration cutting through the bone, claiming every territory that the spirit's always known? It's a shadow mirror and an honest light, claiming every fragment in the middle of the night. The ritual is naked, the aura is a shine, tracing out the logic of a horizontal line. I'm touching the surface where the light and dark meet, feeling every pulse from the crown to the feet. The focus isn't external, it's a power in the gaze, walking through the exit of a long-standing maze. I saw the inner ritual in the way the colors bleed, planting every truth like a high vibrational seed. It's not about the darkness, it's about the way you see, learning how to value every part of being me. The glass is breaking, the view is getting clear, dismantling the architecture of a manufactured fear. Can you feel the vibration cutting through the bone, claiming every territory that the spirit's always known? It's a shadow mirror and an honest light, claiming every fragment in the middle of the night. The ritual is naked, the aura is a shine, tracing out the logic of a horizontal line. The mirror is gone, the truth is in the room, watching how the clarity begins to break the gloom. From the shadow mirror to the honesty of light, finally understanding how the spirit found its size. It's a shadow mirror and an honest light, claiming every fragment in the middle of the night. The ritual is naked, the aura is a shine, tracing out the logic of a horizontal line. Once the mirror is shadow, you'll realize the light was the only thing that was narrow. The sun retired and left the oranges in charge. walking home while the shadows grow twice as large. The street lights got a fever, a jaundice kind of hue, painting every stranger in a shade I never knew. The pavement still exhaling the heat of the afternoon, under the neon hum and the silver sliver of the moon. Vapor of sodium, drowning out the stars above, wrapped in a blanket of the only light we're worthy of. It turns the brick to amber and the silver into gold, a vintage frequency for a story that's never been told. I see my reflection in a puddle of yesterday's rain. Distorted edges hide in the inventory of the pain. There's a comfort in the blur, a mercy in the dim. Listening to the city breeze, singing a concrete hymn. We don't need the daylight to know which way to turn. Just a steady flicker of the things we've had to burn. Vapor of sodium, drowning out the stars above, wrapped in a blanket of the only light we're worthy of. It turns a brick to amber and the silver into gold, a vintage frequency for a story that's never been told. That's never been told. Just enough light. Don't look up, don't look up, don't look up. Don't look up. Heavy by the iron gate, I feel the tension and I don't hesitate to turn my shoulder and head the other way, reading the signals that the stones have to say. There's a shift in the wind, a chill on the brick. Something is moving, something is thick. I don't need a reason, I don't need a sign. I just follow the mapping of this gut of mine. It's the unspoken pull, the guide in my chest, finding a path that is leading to rest. Watching the shadows and the flickering light, knowing the difference between wrong and right. Just a silent instruction, a weight in the air. I'm moving with purpose to get me right there.
on the porch across the street. She gives me a nod and the search is complete. A silent language that the neighbors all know, deciding exactly where the energy should go. I'm dodging the trouble, I'm avoiding the trap, following the ink of an invisible map. The scent of the rain is a warning I take, keeping my focus for my sanity's sake. It's the unspoken pull, the guide in my chest, finding the path that is leading to rest. Watching the shadows in the flickering dark, knowing the difference between wrong and right. Inside the feeling, don't ask why, just move with it. Yeah, I feel the weight, it's pulling me.
The match head glows against the morning air, striking light to meet the weight of what is there. Dried leaves bundled tight with a piece of twine, waking up the corners of this space of mine. Gray smoke rising in a slow thin line, tracing out the shadows of the design. The floorboards are cold against my bare feet, while the world is still quiet on the city street. Cedar and sage, clearing out the room, sweeping out the shadows and the heavy gloom, letting out the breath I've been holding in, finding where the silence and the truth begin. Just the scent of the wood and the gray-white cloud, keeping my head steady while the world is loud. I open up the window just a tiny crack, watching all the old energy headed back to the wind in the desk where it all belongs, writing every heavy thing that went all wrong. There's a cup of herbal tea on the wooden stand, I can feel the warmth through the palm of my hand. The sunlight is hitting the ceramic jar, reminding me exactly where and who we are. Cedar and sage, clearing out the room, sweeping out the shadows and the heavy gloom, letting out the breath I've been holding in, finding where the silence and the truth begin. Deep roots, ancient ground, in the quiet I am found. Nothing added, nothing lost, counting up the inner cost. Just the smoke, just the light. Sear and stage, clearing out the room, sweeping out the shadows and the heavy gloom, letting out the break I've been holding in, finding where the silence and the truth begin.
sun is hanging low, like a heavy piece of fruit, touching every shadow from the ceiling to the roof. Dust motes are dancing in the column of the glow, watching all the traffic and the people down below. My hands are resting quiet on the fabric of my chair, feeling all the thickness of the late afternoon air. The glass in the window is a little bit blurred while I'm listening for a feeling that has never had a word. It's just that amber light waiting on the wall, watching all the heavy things and letting them fall. Just a golden second before the night arrives, finding the beauty in our ordinary lives. Nothing to hurry and nothing to do, just sitting in the glow until the sky turns blue. The ice in my water has melted to a bead, thinking about the silence and the only thing I need. The wall is turning orange, then a deeper shade of red, tracing all the whispers that were never really said. I see the tree branch swaying in the corner of my eye, painting dark patterns on the canvas of the sky. The radiator's humming in a steady low tone, feeling quite peaceful and feeling quite alone. It's just that amber light waiting on the wall, watching all the heavy things and letting them fall. Just a golden second before the night arrives, finding the beauty in our ordinary lives. In the suspension, in the golden suspension, let the day go, let the fire burn low inside the glow. It's just the amber light waiting on the wall, watching all the heavy things and letting them fall. Just a golden second before the night arrives, finding the beauty in our ordinary lives. Just that amber light waiting on the wall, watching all the heavy things and letting them fall. Just a golden second before the night arrives, finding the beauty in our ordinary lives. Concrete shifting under weight of my shoes, stepping over the stories that the city will lose. The gray tinted stones and the silver gum foil, tracing the history buried deep in the soil. I see the crowds rushing like a river of glass, keeping my stillness as the minutes all pass. My hood is pulled up, my eyes on the ground, ignoring the chaos and the weight of the sound. The air feels heavy with the scent of the rain, filtering the static from the center of my brain. I'm turning my focus to the space in between, the things that I've felt and the things that I've seen. It's a pavement meditation, keeping it real, focusing on nothing but the way that I feel, finding the balance on the edge of the curve, leaving the noise of the world undisturbed. Just the breath in my chest and the cold in the air. I'm finding my temple right here and right there. Yeah. Pigeons are scattering by the heavy glass door, watching the shadows on the linoleum floor. I see my reflection in a puddle of oil, escaping the tension and the daily turmoil. A woman in a coat is checking her phone. We're standing together but we're strictly alone. I'm breathing in deep, let the carbon depart, holding the quiet in the cage of my heart. It's a pavement meditation, keeping it real, focusing on nothing but the way that I feel, finding the balance on on the edge of the curb, leaving the noise of the world undisturbed. Me by, rooted like a tree in the middle of the block, steady and firm as a piece of the rock. Nothing can move me, nothing at all. It's a paper meditation. You think we're all focusing on nothing but the way that I feel, finding the balance on the edge of the curb, leaving the noise of the world undisturbed. Watching the steam curl up like a ghost, leaning my weight on the counter almost. The sun is a sliver on the kitchen tile, taking a second to breathe for a while. The leaves are all swelling in the bottom of the cup, waiting for the heavy things to finally look up. There's a thin layer of dust on the wooden shelf, a map of the time I've been keeping to myself. It's just tea leaves and dust on a Tuesday morn, waiting for the clarity to finally be born. Let the sediment settle, let the water turn dark, waiting for the quiet to leave its own mark. Nothing to chase and nothing to find, just cleaning the corners of a restless mind. In a steady, slow pace, I'm tracing the shadows on my own tired face. Every little herb has a story to tell, bitter and earthy, I know it so well. I see the dust motes dancing in the light, escaping the grip of the long, heavy night. I'm taking a sip and I'm letting it go, learning that the best things are always quite slow. It's just tea leaves and dust on a Tuesday morn, waiting for the clarity to finally be born. Let the sediment settle, let the water turn dark, waiting for the quiet to leave its own mark. Just let it be in the bottom of the cup, yeah, dust in the light. Night almost gone, see the edge of the dawn. Window half open, the cool air drawn. City still breathing but softer now. Lessons feel clearer somehow. Pages I wrote when the doubts were loud. Thoughts that I never would say in a crowd. Time has a way of removing the cloud. Truth doesn't rush just to prove it's proud. Some things break just to show you the seam. Some people fade like the end of a dream. Some conversations ain't quite what they seem. Still they reveal what the silence can mean. Learning the rhythm of letting things be. Not every door was designed for a key. Life gets lighter the more that you see. Peace is a place you agree to be. Still here, breath slow on my chest. Still here, knowing less can be better. Still here, nothing left to prove, just letting the quiet move. Still here, rhythm steady and low. Still here, letting clarity grow. Still here, night turning to day, everything finding its way.
Met an old friend on the train last week. Years in his eyes, but the smile still speak. Said that the rush made the strong feel weak, till he learned what he didn't need to see. We talked about time and the games we played, masks we wore and the debts we paid. Funny how truth don't arrive in a parade. It walks in calm when the noise all fades.
Love ain't loud when the roots run deep. Trust ain't cheap when the soul must keep. Promises made that the heart must reap. Wisdom arrives when the ego sleeps. Every goodbye left a mark in the sand. Every new path made a wider plan. Life not something you fully command. More like a river you learn to understand. Slow breath, let it land. Nothing forced, nothing planned. Clear mind, open hands. Peace grows where you stand. Still here, light on the floor of the room. Still here, watching the shadows move. Still here, rhythm calm and sincere. The choir reminds me I'm here. Still here, dawn in the side of my eye. Still here, letting the moment arrive. Still here, nothing to chase or to fear, just knowing the signal is clear. I stopped racing clocks that were never set to my rhythm. Sacred tempo, sacred tempo. There's a pressure to accelerate everything. Careers before clarity, love before self-trust, success before stability. I tried that speed once, it looked impressive, it felt hollow. Now I move at a pace my nervous system understands. Morning light, unrushed coffee, thoughts forming without interruption. You can build quickly and still feel behind on. You can build slowly and feel aligned. I chose a line. Sacred tempo, I don't rush the frame. What's meant to grow doesn't need a flame. Steady in my stride, if it's truly mine, it won't pass me by. People burn out chasing timelines that weren't theirs. Engagements rushed, businesses forced, friendships maintained out of habit. Motion isn't progress, sometimes stillness is recalibration. I no longer panic when things move slowly. Roots grow underground before branches ever show. You don't see that part, but it's the strongest When I wait, it's not fear, it's discernment. Sacred tempo, breathing in my pace. No artificial urgency, no self-imposed race. Surrounded when I choose. If it costs my alignment, it's not mine to lose. Yeah, I used to compare chapters, their highlight reel to my behind the scenes. But comparison has no sense of timing. What blooms in spring doesn't compete with autumn. Different seasons, different assignments. I trust the delay, now trust the unanswered email, the postponed plan, the quiet season. Not everything stalled is denied. Some things are refining. I don't chase opportunity anymore. I prepare for it, I don't force doors. I become ready for the right ones. Sacred tempo, not slow, not fast, intentional. Sacred tempo, calm in my breath, what's built with patience. I'll live stress. Sacred tempo, solid and clear. If it's aligned with my spirit, it will appear. Sacred tempo. Sacred tempo. I don't measure my life in deadlines. I measure it in alignment. Sacred tempo. There's something that only appears when everything else stops. Listen closer. I used to fill every gap, music in the background, trying currents in the kitchen, TV just to soften the walls. Silence felt like exposure, like something unfinished might step forward and